All right, folks, we're going back home after a soccer game, and we're driving down the road here at the gas station, and we come across this thing.
Whoa.
It's here at the gas station,
It's all right.
and the gentleman that made this,
I mean, unless it's not right. You videoed it.
you made this yourself.
Yes, sir.
Can I take video of you, or would you rather not? YouTube. I got a YouTube channel.
You do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd just like for you to tell me the story,
Thank you.
if you don't care.
Sure.
Okay. What is your name?
I'm Tyler.
Tyler.
Yes, sir.
My name's Tyler. My name's Rocky.
Rocky.
It's nice to meet you, Tyler.
Likewise.
So you said this is out of the book of Daniel,
Yes, sir.
and this is the fourth beast.
Yep. Daniel chapter 7.
Daniel chapter 7, the
Yes,
fourth
sir.
beast.
So everything, the reason we built it is number one, I truly believe God's coming back very soon.
Amen,
You
brother.
know, even if we take God out of the world, look at it right now. It's going to crumble.
Yeah.
But so when I came back to church, I started reading the Bible for myself after many years. We don't hear about these prophecies anymore. We don't hear this end times hardly anymore. And so we want to bring it to life to get people's attention. And so this is just a tool to get people to say, what is it? And so everything though had meaning on it. And the horns represented church and state.
Right.
And so when they said there's 10 horns, and the smaller horn came up from amongst them, had eyes and mouth, a man spoke pompous words and thought to change times and dates.
Right.
So we see that little horn, it came out of, well, this represented Rome, the smallest horn came out of Vatican, and the upper of the three is the Hugolite, the Bengals, and the Ostrogos.
Right.
And the reasoning, basically, in a nutshell, they said, you have to worship my God, my way, and my day. And they said, nope, so they wiped them out. And then in 538, 1798, they gave full power back to them. And that's when the Bible was only written in Latin. And then they said, well, you can't understand, but if you come to me, I'll explain it to you.
Right.
And then so they were able to keep their power and their own twist on things. Well, there's a group of men through the Dark Ages that not only did they translate the Bible for us, what we have now, but they also stood up and said, this is what the Lord's teaching us out of his book, and this is what you're telling people, and they don't mesh together.
Right.
So they started torturing them and trying to get them to stand down and recant their beliefs, and they wouldn't do it.
Right.
And I believe right now we need to do more than ever. We need to stand up for what we believe in, one side of the fence or the other. We're not here to
Amen.
force people's changes,
Amen.
but we need to stand up while it's easy, because when it gets hard,
You won't make it.
we're not
People
going to
are
do
gonna
it.
follow that.
Yeah.
That's right. And the part of this is that so it says in the end that people will still be partying, they'll still be drinking and
Oh, yeah.
marrying, giving in marriage.
Marrying and
So
doing-
half the world's going to be still worldly, like nothing's happening.
Right.
And the people who have chosen Christ to be their example
Yep.
are going to be being tortured just like this happened.
Right.
You know, history repeats itself. And just like this happened, there's going to be people in dungeons being tortured for things that are not wrong,
Right.
just for standing up for the Bible.
Yeah. Well, in the end times, what's good is bad, and what's bad is good.
Look at it now.
We see it.
Already happened.
It's okay to
Yeah.
kill babies. It's okay. Pedophilia stuff. You know, some of that stuff's all right now.
I just
Certain
heard
pla-
this today. Somebody was telling me that California is trying to pass a law that that's okay.
It already passed.
You got to be kidding.
No.
Yeah.
There's an age limit
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that makes it better,
13,
right?
Yeah,
but still,
it's they're
13 to
they're saying
21.
it's a what do they call it? It's not a perversion. It's a sexuality. It's a
Yeah, but it's not
Well,
That's
I don't feel that way.
No,
You know what I
Sodom
mean?
and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
Look at this.
all
Yeah.
it's doing is
Yeah.
pushing it more and more. And
Do you know what he said in the end time? The hearts of men are going to wax cold.
You said you
Look
just
at this
wanted
right
to
now.
take a
People
picture
shooting
of
kids
this.
on bikes, that kind of junk.
Yeah.
Like you got this.
Yeah.
It's sick. God can't be holding
well,
that much
look at
longer.
everybody being mad
You
at
said you just
everybody
wanted to
because
take a
of the
picture
color
of
of their
it.
skin. And
Now
don't
you're
even
just
know
making
the
a whole
people in
video.
the
I
industry.
know.
They don't even know.
Got a whole
I'm
video.
so gonna
huh?
get in trouble.
So much
No, you
built
won't.
up aggression, and this
Sounds
is
like
evil.
you're getting
Oh,
This
yeah.
is evil place
Yep.
right now. And so
So what do? You just
we just travel. We just travel, and we got books we pass out to help explain it, all Bible based, because the Bible says we're not supposed to take or add anything to the Bible.
Right.
You know, we study line upon line, precept upon precept.
Yep.
I'm not against churches, but I think that if you go to church or whether you don't, we need to be studying on our own.
Exactly.
Right.
You go to church, you test what the preacher
Right.
has to say.
Exactly.
You study on your own. You let the book, you let the Lord interpret it for you, because it says the Bible interprets itself. And it
Mhm.
says when Daniel purposed in his heart to understand these things, that God was his teacher.
Right.
So he'll do the same thing for us.
Oh yeah.
So this
well,
is,
it may come a time here before too long that gathering
Well, it already
large
kinda
crowds in one area.
It
You know?
already is.
Yeah.
how do you
Yeah.
keep things from happening? Like you go to prison stuff or whatever, you go to jail. What do? They separate you.
Right.
You can't speak. You can't uproar. You can't
Yep.
collaborate with people.
Yep.
You know, and so there's something big coming, but it's all God's got it under wraps. So that's a beautiful part.
Mhm.
That this has all been talked about. This has all been explained to us that things are happening. And
Yep.
so it's just, I mean, look at the world with the earthquakes, the fires, the
Oh, yeah.
pestilences, and plagues.
Yep.
You know, and it's gonna get worse and worse.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
It's exciting though,
I
man.
tell my
So-
wife, you know, it's like, okay, I'm ready to see a spaceship come down out of the sky.
The way the world
I've seen
is,
so many
it's
things here in this last year.
unbelievable.
I'm ready to see anything now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just don't know what else we could see that would shock us.
So you
anymore.
just travel around. You
So
You're
this
just
is your
fast
ministry?
and
This is your ministry.
Yeah, it's just a ministry. And so I met the lady that's rebuilding that church, and there's like 4 or 5 of them. I'll get you guys a thing to invite you to it if you guys are here.
Yeah.
And that's why we came to this little town, just to help with that, kind of spread awareness of that. But then, yeah, this is just a ministry that my family started. My family.
Well, that's got to draw a crowd.
Oh, man.
It's a
It's
24/7.
got to draw a crowd.
that's so cool.
Well, I don't know, Kalia, if we really like want to take a picture of that, but it is pretty cool that he made that.
Yeah.
Do you want to go up there and stand by it? Let me get your video by it. Now, could you imagine that thing running around?
I'd be screaming and crying.
We'd be scared, wouldn't we?
That was scary.
That is
Wait.
that is horrific.
But it symbolizes things.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. Talk to you in a little bit.